How's it going, guys? This is Techward Tactical, back with something a little different. I've actually had this for a while. When I saw this, I thought, man, that's a really great kind of starter, do-it-all sort of kit. And I picked it up and completely forgot about it. I put it back in the stash and just completely forgot about it. So this is very clearly by Mossy. I think this was like $14-ish when I picked it up. And it just seemed like a really great starter kit at the time. So we're going to take a look at it, because I even forget most of what's in there, even though it's see-through. First off, it's got a little rigid plastic tab at the top. It feels like if you work it over enough, you could move it, because there's even another tab over here, which I'm guessing is why it's removable. I will say this, after closing this, because this is actually open right now, after closing this and having it closed for, I don't know, probably a couple months, it was a bear to get back open. It does have a gasket inside of it, like the other storage containers and your ammo cans. This one's in the lid. It does have that, so it does work as a dry box, so that does work. So we're just going to take a look and see what we have here. I did take out the silica packet for if you want a silica packet in there. I believe I left it in there so that no moisture would get in and affect anything in there that much. So we'll start off with classic little flint and steel. Not a problem. That always works pretty much. This is what I believe is toilet paper, so that's always good to have around. Flashlight. Little Chinese-made flashlight. Can we get that to focus? Yeah, I don't recognize the 3XLR 444 brand. How bright is it? Doesn't even work. Does it even work? On. Maybe I just never took the... Did I even put batteries in it? Is there no batteries? There is batteries. They're just in plastic. Alright, so those couldn't actually stay like that, because button cell batteries last forever and a damn day. Granted, if something happens at night, you're kind of in a little bit of trouble, because you're going to be having to unpack that at night. And packing button cells into a small black flashlight in the middle of the night just sounds terrible. So moving on, Paracore Bracelet. Feels like pretty cheap paracord. And it has a whistle built into it. I don't know why. It feels like that once people started figuring out these things, they were just trying to put more into it than was really necessary. But hey, it's a free whistle, I guess, if that floats your boat. Little pull saw. Always good. What else is here? Little knockoff Swiss pocket knife. Is it sharp, though? Yes, it is. That's probably one of the more surprising things, that this is actually sharp. I can't tell you how many times there's that knockoff Swiss Army watches come and they're just dull as butter knives. And it looks like, oh, you have your classic tools in there. Tiny little saw, bottle opener, can opener, corkscrew, Phillips head, and that weird thing that removes like pebbles from a horse's hoof. I think that's what it is. I never have had a need for it, so I couldn't really tell you. Just know that's on there. A little eating utensil. So it's got a built-in spoon, another knife, and I don't know why they put this one further down than the other one. We'll close that. I don't know why they put this further down than the other one, but I was just thinking how good it was to have nails again. As soon as this... Oh, you know what? It's a little fork with a built-in bottle opener. That's there. I ruined the surprise for you. Sorry, it's not being cooperative. And a little field notes book. Nothing super special here. I don't even think it's like the Right in the Rain ones. Field notebooks, property, permanent coordinates for international, because you always need that in the backwoods. Oh, it's got a little tape measure and a list of things to check in the back. Why would you put that in the back? I don't know. So that's what's in here for $14. It's not a terrible kit. Could you do better? Sure. But you could also augment this in other ways. You can throw a couple Band-Aids in there for a little kit. You could throw, you know, a little lighter in there to have a backup in case you need a lighter. You could basically put anything else in here that you could possibly think of, because there's a decent amount of room left over even after you've put all this stuff back in. You could very easily pack this out with other things. I probably wouldn't take the spoon fork combo thing, because I don't personally, I mean, I guess they would be useful at the time, but yeah, putting this together one-handed is just not happening, so I can't imagine that it's going to be very fun to do it in the dark, because if I can see it perfectly now, there we go. Okay. Well, at least it went back together. So you go in there, little saw, little full saw, and a tube of toilet paper. So yeah, there's still plenty of space in there. Yeah, everything rolls around pretty free, so you could definitely bulk it out with other things of your choosing, from lighters to matches to putting a candle in there, to Band-Aids, to whatever floats your boat. And hey, you could take all this out and put whatever you want in there if you just want a nice little waterproof case that says Mossy Oak on it for whatever reason. And you could do it that way. You know, sky's the limit when your imagination is involved. Thank you so much, guys.